Here we go. Hello everyone. Today we are feeling great to have our guest speaker, Miss Elsa from France, and she will introduce herself. And today she will cover all the related information regarding the advantages of studying in South Korea, Korean education system, admission procedures and preparation, and also tips for a successful student life. And if you want to know something more, she will also share that, and we'll have a question and answer session at the end. So here we go. The floor is yours, Miss Elsa. Welcome.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you. So yes, my name is Elsa. I'm from France, and I've been living in Korea now from it's been 6 years more or less. But I've been living in Korea a long time ago. Before going back here, 14 years ago, I decided to study in Korea, actually, to study Korean. And I knew nothing about it, so I had to search by myself. And since I loved languages, it was okay for me to go in another country, and I think it was a bit like what you want to do. It's very brave from us to go somewhere else because it takes a lot of courage. So in 2011 I went here and I started studying Korean. And honestly, people told me that I would be shocked because Korea is a very advanced country and everything goes very, very quick. So I was a bit scared, but when I landed, I said, oh, this is it. This is actually where I want to study. It is very good. I love it. So I will explain why, and I will tell you, yes, exactly how it happened and how it's working. So first, can you hear me well, everyone?
I can hear you well, but others just do some response and
Yes, ma'am.
share that you are listening. Clear,
Yes,
right?
okay.
Okay.
All right. So, of course, before coming, we have to think about the advantage of coming here and the pro and the cons, okay? Honestly, I didn't have many cons because everything was an advantage for me. Since you've been told I'm from France, it's a completely different culture. Europe is totally different from Asia. So you will discover, if you come to Korea, you will discover a new culture. You will also taste new food. It's delicious, you will try. And Korea is a country that is constantly working. Everything, as I told you, is very fast. And if you're a lazy person, you will become an overproductive person because this is how it does. You will change your way of thinking. This country also has a lot of competition because everyone wants to do well. So you will see, I think you will be positive and optimistic about your study because you will see everyone doing the same. So also the advantage of coming here is that everyone is very friendly. All the students, everyone wants to speak to everyone. You will meet a lot of people, even foreigners, and people from other countries, and it's very easy to make friends because everyone is studying here, everyone is from abroad, so everyone needs friends. Because if you're alone, you won't make it. Really important. Don't be lonely here. So here you live really safely. It's a good condition of living. As I told you, the country is very well developed. So there is a good transportation. There is very good facilities. Everything is very clean. You don't have to be worried about that. The education system is quite well. Actually, it's very well organized. Everyone, you need some information. You can get information from everywhere. You know where to go. If I compare that to my country, it takes very long to get an answer. But here in Korea, as everything goes very fast, you get your answer the same day. So don't worry about that. Yes. Also, the only thing that I was scared about, and the cons, the disadvantage of it is that you are very far from home, okay? So you might miss the food that you eat every day. For me, I was missing cheese. You know, we eat a lot of cheese in France, so it was really hard for me not to get cheese at every meal. And you feel very lonely sometimes. That's why I told you it's very, very important to make friends from whoever, from wherever they are. It's very important to not to be alone. I remember that day, it was before starting the university. Of course, you have to come a little bit earlier, right? So when I came to Korea, it was right in the middle of the winter, and it was very, very cold. And I got sick. I got very sick, and I still didn't have any friend. So the only thing that I wanted to do is coming back home. And it took me a lot of strength not to go back, because you know, you just, when you're alone, you just think depression. You just think to go, you're just sad. So when I started, I didn't even know how to go to the hospital. I had to take the taxi and ask for a hospital in English because I didn't know Korean. But everything went okay at the end. And then when I get better and I started the university, all went fine. The homesickness went away. Okay, so this is the only cons that I know. It's just that, yeah, don't be lonely. And yes, if you miss food, just talk about it, just cook by yourself, and it's gonna be okay. Okay, so like me. So how does it work? Actually, when you start studying at the University of Korean Language, it's a department of the university. So it takes every session. You have to pay for every session. So you can get one session and then stop and go back to your place, or keep studying. And it's very, very well organized. You usually go to this department where you study in the morning, and you have a class. There's a lot of class of few students actually, and you have to you start by studying Korean without speaking nor English nor everything. Don't be afraid. You will understand everything even without talking, without even speaking Korean, because they teach you in a way that you can understand no matter what. So don't be scared about that. Here, studying at the university is very important. Again, you will see a lot of students, they study from the morning to night, late night. Okay, everything is open 24 hours, so if you want to keep studying, you can keep studying. And I remember I was studying until 4 a.m. because I wanted to do well like everyone. And at the end of one session, you get one test, and this test makes you level up or keep on the same level. But usually you keep level up if you're doing properly. Okay, Korean language has six to seven levels. Okay, it comes from level 1 to level 7. Okay, the level 1 is the lowest one. Okay, the fun way. Sorry, it's the fun way to study Korean is also immersing in the country, in the culture, so that you can speak a lot constantly to people. Don't be scared. Even if you are scared of your accent, even if you are scared of talking to people, nobody will judge you. Everyone will be thankful to your effort. So really be happy about that. Don't be scared. About the admission process and preparation process, like in every country, you need to know what you want to study first and choose a good university, of course. You can get help from your university, I guess, but also you can even send an email to the university you want to study with, and they will give you all the information that you need to get ready, okay? And also, before you come to Korea, it's very important to get enough money on your bank account. Why? Because you won't be able to work right away if you want to work. It's not possible. Don't think about it, because you can't get any job right away. Okay, so it might last if you really want to work also. Okay, usually students, if they have the visa, I don't know how your visa is working in Bangladesh, but you also have a visa, student visa, that makes you studying and working at the same time. You can do both after a few months living in Korea. So it's really important before to get the well information. I don't want to give you bad information because I don't know how the administrations work in Bangladesh. So please, here you have to refer to your own country to be sure, okay, that I'm not telling you wrong information. But usually you need a visa, and this visa cost, I don't know, for me it was, I don't know how much it cost, but I don't remember honestly because it was a long time ago. But you get the visa and then you can come to this country. The visa usually is delivered in like 10 to 15 days, but it's always important to do the things in advance and not at the last minute, please, because everything can happen. So better to get the papers online at the right time, okay? Also, I wanted to talk about how to live properly in Korea and all the tips I can give you from what I experience. So as I told you first, before coming here, you have to get organized, okay, before living. You have to set goals for yourself, and once you arrive, don't be scared. Always, I'm telling you, immerse in the culture. People will be happy to meet you. Keep your mind open, okay? Don't be scared to go out, make friends. Korean is very friendly, I told you, and Korean students, they love chatting with foreigners because they can practice English, or they can just having stories to tell about, okay? Oh, I met this friend, he was from Bangladesh, oh, he was really nice, everything like that, okay? They really like to talk, to chat all the day, and they spend their time talking, okay? So don't worry. Also, tip I have to tell you is be nice to everyone you meet every day. Like, it can be someone that you're going to the coffee shop, you meet the same person every day that give you the coffee. Be nice to this person, because someday you never know, someday you might need help from this person, and she will recognize you and she will help you, okay? So this is very, very important to get people to know you, okay? Also, you can learn a lot of new things here. You can, if you go if you come to Korea, you will be happy to maybe do some classes of other things, or you can meet foreigners. There are some meetings of foreigners also that are organized. I will give you some tips later about that. If you come to Korea, you can have I don't know if you know about this. There is, in Bangladesh, do you have this application that is called WhatsApp?
Yes, in Bangladesh we have WhatsApp.
Okay, so in Bangladesh you have WhatsApp. In Korea we have Kakao Talk, and in this app, which is exactly the same as WhatsApp, or more or less even a bit better, you will be able to talk to foreigners. There are some chat groups from the students in Korea, students in Busan, students in Seoul. You can come to these groups and everyone is helping each other. If you have a question, you can ask in this group and they can help you. They sell things, they buy things, they can inform you about meeting with foreigners, meeting with Korean people. You won't be alone if you keep watching this kind of group and you want to go out, okay? Also, really important, one tip more is that you have to watch your money. The reason why I'm telling you that is that you're in a new country and you might want to spend your money and you're not spending it in a good way, okay? Don't spend your money in unnecessary things now. It's not important. Important to eat and study. And if you want to buy something, just don't buy every day something new. I'm telling you that from experience, because when I came to Korea, I fell in love with clothes and shoes and jewelries and all this kind of things, because everything is everywhere and it's everyone wants to sell you something. So you're like, oh, this is very good, and you want to buy. No, don't do that. It's very, very, very dangerous, because you need that money to study. You need that money to pay your rent and to eat. Okay, this is the most important things that you need to do. Also, another tip, you have to watch how you trash your things, your waste, okay? Recycling is very important in Korea, so be careful, because there's camera everywhere. You might not see them, but there's a lot of CCTVs, we call them, and they watch you, and they know who you are, and they know where you trash the things, so be careful. There are not a lot of bins, trash in the streets. You don't have them, okay? You can't see them. So if you really need to try something, you go down underground in the subway station, and there you will have somewhere to trash your things. Okay. If not, always get a pocket inside where you can put like your waste. Okay, but don't trash anything in the streets. Is very, very important. What more can I tell you? Korea is very safe. Don't be scared. It's one of the safest country in the world. It has an excellent health care. So if you are sick or something, you can go to anywhere. They will treat you, and it's not that expensive. I think you might have to do some papers in your country to get like a health insurance, so that if you come to Korea and get sick, you get the papers and you send them to Bangladesh, and they give you the money back. I guess maybe it's happening. Again, I don't want to give you bad information. Maybe not. So just get this information by yourself. I'm sorry. About why it is safe, it's because we have here a lot of cameras, as I told you. So yes, of course, crime occurs like everywhere, anywhere else. But usually everyone gets caught, so don't be scared about that. And that's all. The country is clean, so keep it clean, please. Always, it's very important to respect the country where you're living. Yes, I think I told you more or less what I needed to tell you. Give me a second. I'm going to check all my notes again. Yes, I have another tip. This tip is very, very important. If you're studying Korean, actually it's my teacher like 12 years ago that told me that, and I kept it in mind because it was very, very important to be able to speak Korean quickly and more easily than the others. Keep watching dramas. The same episode until you understand 70% of it. So episode 1, 10 times, then you change. And no subtitles in English. You put it straight away in Korean, and you force yourself to study about it. It is not funny, I'm not gonna lie, it is not funny, but then when you get used to it, you will be really, really thankful because it is working, okay? And again, force yourself. If you want to study Korean properly, don't be scared to hang out with people and try to get a lot of Korean friends, not only foreigners friends, so that they can help you, okay? And I think that's all regarding what I can tell you about how to live in Korea. Also, I've been told that we will be holding an online information session about the Department of Industrial Safety and Health at the Catholic University on April 28th at 6 p.m. Bangladesh time at the Yen Education Agency. So we look forward to your active participation. And that's all. Any question?
Okay, I think the students have to hear that again, that if the program is not taught in English curriculum, in Korean, so as a new learner, how they can cope up and how, without knowing Korean language, they will be able to learn. I mean, you said that earlier, but you need to repeat it for them.
Okay, I will explain again. When you start studying Korean, the idea is you not to speak any other language. So, Korean people, the Korean teachers, they never try to speak English with you. We don't even, I remember 12 years ago, I don't even remember if my teacher could speak English. Usually Korean teachers, they are really good at hiding this. So, you won't be able to speak in English with them, but it's not a scary thing because everyone will help you, so don't be scared. If you come and you say, mom, excuse me, teacher, I don't understand that even in English. No, you don't need to do that because I don't understand. They will teach you on the first class. I don't understand is 몰라요. Okay, so don't worry. You don't understand. You come and you say 몰라요, and here she will understand you with her own way. She's a teacher. He is a teacher, and they know their job. They know how to teach you in a proper way without any speaking English. Okay, they might speak. I can tell you again, it was 14 years ago, so maybe it changed, but usually they never speak English. I am myself an English teacher, okay? I do speak Korean a little bit, but if my students speak to me in Korean, I will always answer them in English, because I know they can understand me, because I taught them that. Okay, so don't be scared. Those teachers, I'm really well prepared to teach to foreigners. This is not something to be worried about. Okay, did you understand?
I think it's quite understandable. Students from our Facebook Live, we are having some more questions. Like they are asking, how are the accommodation systems for students in South Korea? They are more worried about this.
Excuse me, I couldn't.
Okay, what is the accommodation system for students in South Korea?
Like where to live?
Yeah.
Okay, so usually when you come to Korea, there are a few kinds of way of living. You can live in usually student people, they live in goshi-won, goshi-tel, or motel. Okay, this is where I lived. It's the cheapest way to live, actually, because it's the cheapest way to get a place to live. Where is it? It's like a 10-meter square place where you get your bed and your table to study. Okay. Sometimes you can get your own shower inside of this little bedroom. At the beginning, it's very, very small, and you feel like you won't be able to live here, but then you get used of it. And this is the cheapest way to live. There is also a place which called Haksukchip. I don't remember the name, but it's always taken care of by a couple or an old lady, and there you can live with roommates in a place, how do you say it, in an apartment, a little flat where there are different bedrooms, and you can share there also together in the morning breakfast, because the lady can make it, or because they prepare something for you to eat. It's very convenient for a student also. But this also, you have to find it by yourself, I guess. When I arrived there, I went directly to Goshi-tel, and it was right next to the university. All those things, always in front of the university or near to the university, you have all this kind of accommodation. Okay, be careful not to be not to take the first bedroom that you think it's the good one, because it can be cheaper on the other side. This has to be careful, because Korean people, when they have to deal with money, they might try to tell you it's more expensive. So you have to try to lower a bit, because it's always except if the prices are right in front of you written, maybe the price can be a bit lower. So be careful with that. But yes, you have accommodation like Goshi-tel, Goshi-won, which are bedrooms with shower inside or not, a kitchen outside that you share with everyone, or also an apartment with a lot of bedroom right next to the others, and a kitchen outside also. This is how it works. I think there is also a dorm in the university, but I've never got this information. So again, I don't want to give you that information.
Another question is there regarding the work opportunities. So what kind of activities or what kind of works the student do besides their studies as a part-time?
Okay, depending on the visa that you get, if you get a working holiday visa, I think it's called now. This kind of thing.
Let me share additional information for this. For our country, students are generally coming to South Korea from Bangladesh, and after spending one semester, after spending around 6 months, they are allowed to work here.
Okay. So you're allowed to work, but I think it also depends of what kind of visa you have, because you won't be able to work at an office directly, but you can work as a waiter, in a coffee shop. You can work in a restaurant. It's the kind of work. You can wash dishes. You can serve people. This kind of thing that they're really open to hire you. Okay, so I had a lot of friends I had one friend from Brazil. He was working at the Brazilian restaurant. I had another one who was working at how do you say it? McDonald's, fast food, this kind of stuff. Okay, so you can ask for this stuff. What you cannot do is teaching. You can do it privately if you want, but legally it's not. You cannot be teaching. So this is not what you can do. But usually all the public, where there is a lot of customers, you can do it. You can be some work on this. Also grocery stores, you can also work there.
How important is the Korean language learning for getting a job, and what is the impact of learning Korean beforehand?
This is very, very good question. Korean is very important, okay? Usually they told you, I will be honest with you, usually they tell you, no, it's okay, if you speak English, it's fine, don't worry, okay? No, it's not that way. Korean is very important. Why? Because you need to understand the other people, okay? If someone is hire you and you don't know if it's a good person or a bad person, I told you first, it's very safe, there is a good people, but that crimes occur, okay? So people can be bad also here, and if you're the person who is hiring you is trying to take out of your money, you won't be able to talk with him because he was, I don't know English, this kind of stuff. So you need to be able to make some conversation, and especially if you work in a restaurant, if you want to take an order, if you're not able to understand, give me more water, or I want to get this, please, you cannot work, okay? So as I told you, teaching is not a work that you can do. You cannot teach English. You cannot teach another language. So of course, in a public work, Korean is the basic level, which is one session, 6 months, is okay to be able to get a job. So with 6 months, it's okay. You will be able to speak.
Elsa, one question from the participants here, that what are the primary level challenges that one international student might face during studying in South Korea in his initial days?
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. Can you repeat? I can't hear you properly.
What are the initial stage challenges while studying in South Korea in the initial days of student life?
The primary, okay, the difficult thing at the beginning, okay, what I advise is that before coming to Korea, it would be great that you could learn how to read Korean, okay, because reading Korean takes a lot of time. It's very good. It's a very smart way to learn, to read, but it takes time to learn. So the basic word, the basic learning is important there, so that you don't find it challenging when you come here in Korea. Also, what you can do is start watch. I don't know if you can in Bangladesh, but if you can, try to start watching Korean dramas again. I'm telling you, this is the best way and the most entertaining way to learn Korean. So don't be ashamed of it. You watch a lot of Korean dramas, no matter what, and it makes you, get your ear prepared. In Korea, at the beginning, which is very difficult, is that to focus yourself on the new language. You arrive. Nobody will speak to you in English at the beginning. They don't know you, you don't know anyone. So as I told you before, making friends, you have to know them, and you have to listen a lot, okay? Be focused all the time on what is happening in the street, what you learn, when you're taking the bus, when you're taking the subway, learn everything, okay? I remember my husband, when I come here, a long time ago, we were taking the bus, and I was not focusing on everything. You have to pick the card, you have to get, and everyone you get the card on the bus, it does the beep beep, but it also talks. And my husband was always asking me, what did he say? What did he say? Because it's a repetitive word, and I was like, I don't know, I don't care. No, don't do that. Be focused, because it will help. Okay, so this is the most challenging thing. Try to learn how to study, how to read, because it will help at the beginning. Okay, and the most challenging thing or difficult thing again is that you are alone at the beginning. So before making friends, you have to do yourself the things, and then a few weeks later, I think honestly it might take like 10 to 15 days, but you get adaptation. Okay, here it takes 15 days to get adapt, so don't worry.
All right, and I can see two students ask two different questions, but I think I can take the questions together. The first one is, what are the first one is, can I start my own business in Korea as a student? And the second one is, do Korean companies hire international students after their graduation?
Okay, so the first question, business. Can I start my business while I'm studying? Honestly, I had a friend who did that. He was decorating shoes. He was buying shoes, and he was drawing on it, and it was like really hot things, and it was really good, and he had clients. But officially starting a job, I am not sure about that, and again, you have to check with your country, because I think that you need first some money to first take care of a business, and for that you have to ask for the banks and all this stuff. So first of all, if you want to start a business, get the information from your own country about the visa you get, okay? Because as a student, I don't think you can honestly legally sell something. About the internship after graduation, if you can get hired, yes, there's no problem. Look at me, I'm be working here and I got hired. No problem. I got graduated and everything went fine. So yes, it's not a problem as long as you speak English very good. If you speak Korean and also you have your own language, every foreigners are really welcome in Korea to get a job. There is job for everyone here, even the job that you don't want to do or you don't even know it exists here in Korea. So if you really want to stay here and work, you will find a job as long as you speak Korean, okay? As long as you get the basic, again, which is 6 months of studying.
Additional question added by the previous student: do universities support for employability for international students, like getting an internship or job sometimes?
Okay, this might be, honestly, I don't really have this answer, But I guess that yes, I know that they get help if you get the really good grades. You get some kind of prime, and you might
We
be
can
helped.
share with confidence that Catholic University of Busan, they are actually providing the information of the opportunity of internship and job after completing their degree, because they have very specific department that is industrial safety and health, which is totally aligned with the new introduced law of Korean Act, Company Act. That is, if any company has at least 50 employees, then they
Yes.
must have separate department of industrial safety and health with safety and hygiene management officers. So in that cases, Catholic University of Busan allows their students to get internship opportunities in companies like POSCO or LG Chemicals or Hyundai Motors, like that. And after that, they can ensure or they secure the job, which literally provides them the initial annual income of around 40 million Korean won, which is pretty good for new students.
Oh, that's very good. Actually, that's very good. That's a very good news because, yes, usually, honestly, Korea is a very helping country and they really like foreigners. So I guess it's logical that you can get an internship from there. So very nice. I really like this answer. Thank you for letting me know, actually.
And one female student asked to you that what was the biggest problem you faced after you first visited South Korea or you first arrived in South Korea?
Oh, one. Okay, first I missed my family a lot. Okay, it was really important. I'm really bent to my family, and as you know, Europe is very far from here, so I cannot take the plane to go back every week. So my big problem was that I was alone. So this is a big problem. And another one is, again, I'm telling you, I didn't have a lot of big problem here. The only thing that I missed cheese, and that's all. So yes, after that, I really lived a very good life here in Korea. That's why I'm still here.
I think nowadays cheese is available here.
Here we have now. It's easier to find cheese.
Yeah.
But
But it's
still not the same.
Was not like that.
It's still not the same as French one.
I get it. So you don't get the delightful quality.
Exactly, but that's the only thing. I'm sorry, it's just the big problem I have.
That's okay. That's okay with personal choice. Everyone has it, isn't it? Students
Exactly.
from Bangladesh will have their own preferences regarding food and other things.
Exactly.
They will not
Maybe
get
you won't
everything
be
every
able.
time. Yeah.
Exactly. But
Maybe you have. Okay, let me share something.
Tell me.
Maybe you have heard about green mango. Have you heard that?
Green mango, I don't know about this green mango.
You know ripe mango, isn't it?
Yes.
Ripe one. So green one is sour. Okay.
Oh.
And usually it's used to make some pickles or mix up with some spices and salt. That is very popular in Bangladesh.
Oh,
But
really?
yesterday, yeah. So yesterday I was asking some fellows in my area, okay, is green mango available in South Korea? And then nobody replied, and after a few while I came to know that actually green mango is never available here.
Okay, so you can
That
start.
can be a bit disappointing, but instead I started making strawberry pickles. So that can maybe
Oh.
substitute the thing. Okay.
That's nice. Oh, very
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah,
very
same
good. I
thing
didn't
like
know
your
that.
cheese, like your cheese thing, same thing.
Exactly.
Okay, now
It's
we
really
will invite our students if they want to ask any question. Naim has raised hand. Do you want to ask some question, Naim? Yes, Naim, you can ask your question.
Assalamualaikum, thank you. One question for my certificate only has one name. If I apply for admission to a Korean university, will there be any problem with one name? But there is nothing before or after the name.
time. তোমার প্রশ্নটা আমি ব্যাখ্যা করে দিই। Elsa, let me explain his question to you. That is very specific question. Actually, he has a rare thing. His name is only one word. Okay? He doesn't have any first name, last name. So he is scared if there is any problem having only one word name.
It's not going to be a problem.
No problem, actually.
No, it's your name. It's okay. You would be you would be called Mango. It's your name. It's okay. No problem. Don't worry. You will learn how to write it in Korean, and that's all. They will tell you how do you write it, and it's all. No worries about that. Don't worry. A name is a name. It's not going to change the way you are in another country. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. I will take more questions, but before that, the written question, let me finish it. There is a written question that how important are networking and connections in the Korean job market? How important are networking and connections?
It's very important. Very important. Okay, connections is very, very important in Korea. So that's why I told you all the time, know people, get the information, get the phone number, get the Instagram, get the, I don't know, whatever, Facebook and everything, because connection makes you stronger, makes you less lonely, and you can get any help from anyone. I told you, be friend, be nice to everyone. You never know what's happening tomorrow. So connection, network, everything, please get information. When you get the person, when you like the person, please don't be scared. Everyone exchange information all the time.
Alright, so another person, BM Mesbah, has raised his hand, so now he can ask his question. Mesbah, you can ask your question.
Thank you, sir. Greetings, ma'am. Hope you are well. I have a question. The question is about that we Bangladeshi don't know about the Korean language, but we know about a little bit good at English. So whenever we go to Korean, so is it too important, or we can we survive about the university or job sector or the about the living area that without knowing the Korean? So is it only can we only use English, or we have to know about the Korean language also?
It's okay. You can use English once a time, but it's not that it's not that I'm forbidding you to speak English. Okay, don't worry about that. People can speak English, and especially in university, don't be scared. People are aware that you are a foreigner, that you don't speak Korean. But I'm talking about the teacher. Your Korean teacher will not speak English with you. But if there is a different matter, or if you have to go to the administration or somewhere else in the university, you can ask everything in English. And also outside the university, if you are scared of speaking Korean at the beginning, speak English. It's okay. But I highly recommend you, as long as you study Korean, to push yourself to speak Korean when you can, okay? But English is also a language here in Korea, and if you need information, people will be happy to help you and answer you in English. And if they don't know, they have phone, okay, with the translation, so they will write in Korean what they want to tell you. They will do translation, and they will make you read in English what you need to do. So don't worry about that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Another question has arrived. So Tasdiqul Islam, Tasdiqul Hassan, you can ask your question now.
Yeah, thank you, sir. My question is also about the language thing. So is the language barrier is actually a big thing to get a part-time job, or to get any kind of job to as for a student to survive in there or making money?
Okay, always speaking English and Korean is a plus, okay? I will not lie to you. You can find a job by only speaking English, but you will always be happy to speak Korean also. And the person who is hiring you will always be grateful, thankful for you to speak Korean, because everything is easier. Korean, at the university, students and everything, they like speaking English, but usually the person who hires you, if it is Korean, they prefer to hire someone who can speak not fluently Korean but has the basic, so that they can communicate with you without taking English as a conversation, first conversation language.
Okay, since we have discussed about communication, I have seen one question in Facebook Live, that is they are asking, how do students usually commute? What are the means of transportation for students in common?
How does the transportation works, you said?
Yeah, I mean, yes, how do they move from here and there, and what are the commute modes? Yeah.
As I told you at the beginning, the transportation, but I passed very, very quick. The transportation here is very easy, okay? You have bus everywhere, you have subway, you have trains, okay? So usually you take, if you, I don't know if you come to Busan or to Seoul or to somewhere else, but if you come to Busan, you will see that the city is quite big, and every bus, they're really smart. They calculated everything. One point to the other side of one point from Busan to the other side of Busan. It will never take more than 45 minutes. So bus is always very easy. You get a card. You can get your card at the grocery store. You charge it, okay, with your money. Usually you put 10,000 won, which is more or less 10 trips, okay? And you beep it on when you come in the transportation. It can be a bus or a subway. You beep it, you get your thing, and when you go out of the transportation, which is very important, you beep it again if you have to change and take another bus or another subway, so that you don't pay the second trip, okay? It's very important, because if you go out without beeping, you will have to pay again, okay? But it's very well organized. You just have to check on your navigation. I guess you will have your phone with you, so you get the navigation on it, and you check where you have to go. The reason why it is very important for you to read Korean is that the navigation can be in Korean, so if you can't read the station, you might get late. But yeah, usually there's no problem in transportation. It's very easy to use. Very. Also in the subway, not always in the bus station, but usually now it's getting better. But in the subway, you also have under the title in Korean, you have the English way of writing, or you have exit, or you have numbers, so you can navigate easily. So really, don't be careful about, don't be worried about the transportation.
One study-related question arrived that how do international students usually study and prepare for exams? Are study groups common?
Okay, yes. Very good question, actually. Very, very good question. Okay, people like to study alone or in group. So you find your friends. I like both, okay? So I was studying for myself. From my point of view, what I was doing is that I was studying in the morning in the class, and then in the afternoon I had some group friends. We were meeting with foreigners, which means it's not very good because I was speaking English, not Korean, but I was studying with them. And then by night I was studying by myself, okay? I was reviewing the class in the morning and check if I understood everything. Now, to start for the exam, you have the date of the exam really early, okay? So you have to get ready before, because at the last minute it won't work, okay? The first exam, it's always this way. You have reading, listening, talking, and writing, okay? And it takes few minutes for writing. I think it takes 30 minutes. It depends on the level, I think, but reading, writing, and listening, it takes 30 minutes, and the oral, the talking, takes 10 to 20 minutes. And at the beginning, maybe less, because you don't speak very well Korean. And for that, to get ready, it's you to decide how you are productive. So if you work better, study better by yourself, just study by yourself. If you like studying in group, take your friends from your class or from the other class, because you will know everyone, and then get together and ask each other what you didn't understand. And if you don't understand, I told you it's always important to get Korean friends, because those are the ones who will help you properly how to study Korean. I met my husband when I study Korean, and when I met him, he told me, stop meeting your foreigner's friend and immerse in the culture. Be friend with Korean people, because those are the ones who will help you to speak Korean. And it's true. Of course, I didn't stop meeting my friends because I like them, and it's normal when you need to have friends from the other country for the country you are from. Excuse me, but it's true that it will help you. So yes, get ready for the exam in advance, in group or alone. You are the one who choose, but or both, like I did, and it will help a lot.
I think two more questions can be added together. That
Yeah.
one student asked that what is the monthly living cost, and another student asked how does students manage stress from academic and part-time jobs.
I cannot understand.
The question is how does students manage stress from academic and part-time jobs.
Excuse me. Okay. So the monthly rent here, how much can you spend by yourself in a day, in a month? I would say 200,000. I don't know how to say it. Give me a second. How much would it be? Because I'm thinking in euros.
I think for Goshion or Goshitel, they might have to spend around 400,000 Korean wons to 500,000 every month.
I think it's around 400,000 plus eating would be half of it, 200,000 or maybe 600,000 won per month would be more or less the average.
Yeah.
But it can be less, it can be. Goshitel is the most expensive one. Goshiwon is cheaper. Usually it's a bit I think it's good because I've been living there, and I've been living in Goshitel and Goshiwon, and honestly Goshitel is really really expensive for what it is, and Goshiwon is better for me because I live properly. I made more friends because there are more Korean people over there. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, Goshiwon is okay.
Right. I think we have one or two last questions. First one is...
Excuse me, I didn't answer to the stress question. How do you manage stress?
Stress question, yes, please.
Okay, this question, excuse me, about this. When you, here we have, if you like to sing, there is a lot of, how do you say, singing rooms, okay, when you can go and sing by yourself or with your friend. This is a way that Korean people, they manage stress. Or also, if you like to play music, you can go to a shop where they give you instruments so that you can play. Honestly, this is what I was doing because I was feeling alone at that moment and I needed music, so I played music somewhere else, and that was helping me. But try to manage your stress the way you want. You can practice sports. As I told you, if you have a lot of stress, you have to talk about it, not keep it by yourself, because stress is really bad for yourself. So if you feel that you're stressing out, you have to tell it to your friends, or also to go to the hospital to be sure that everything is okay, because you can get a level of stress that can be worrying. But stress, like everywhere when you get exam, it's just okay. You just drink good orange juice, study, get vitamins, and everything is gonna be okay. And call your parents.
Okay. Okay. One question I can see. Okay, from this portion, I will take one last question, and we have two more remaining questions from the Facebook Live. So, okay, there.
Yeah, sure.
After that, we can conclude. So, That's a very simple question. What are some must-visit places for students living in Korea?
Places, okay. there's a lot of places to visit in Korea. So this is also a cost that you have to get prepared with, because if you're living in Busan, okay, in Busan we have a lot of things, but in Seoul also. So in Busan, you have not expensive thing that you can see. You have the sea, which is very good place. You have different places to go. You need to see the sea. You have different. How to explain? We are surrounded by sea and islands. Okay, so sea is everywhere, but different districts are different. So, okay, you have the rich district, which is very, very beautiful, with a bridge which is called Gwangali Bridge, and there there's a lot of lights. And on Saturdays, every Saturday, you have a drone show, which is beautiful, and everything is free over there. So you can go and have a nice meal with your friends, spend the night there on Saturdays, watch the drone show, and go back home, and you'll be happy with that. Also, you have a lot of temples here in Busan. You have, what more do we have? We have so many things. You have parks, really, really beautiful parks that in summer and spring or fall, you can see all the you can get all the activities that you need over there. There's libraries that are really big libraries where you can spend time there. And in Busan and in Seoul, if you have the time to go to Seoul, then you have the Gyeongbokgung, which is a big palace over there, which is very important to see. And a lot of streets like Myeongdong and Dongdaemun, all this part of Seoul is very good to see.
All right. Elsa, the second last question is food expensive in Korea if I dine in restaurants?
Okay. I don't know how much cost the food in Bangladesh. For me, difference with France, it's very cheap here for me. Okay, for my point of view, because France is very expensive. We don't go to the restaurants. Usually, we spend our money at the supermarkets and cook at home. Here, it can be cheaper sometimes to go to the restaurant and eat than buying food and make the food, the food yourself. Usually, if you want a normal, like here, Korean sandwiches, for me in French sandwiches are the kimbap, okay, kimbap roll. So it can cost you 3,000 won to 5,000 won, which is okay, and with one, you're okay for one meal. So this is not expensive. And also, you can get kimbap or this kind of stuff, but bibimbap, this kind of food, famous food, and these are like 5-7 won, not more. So it's okay. You can eat cheap food and cheaper than in home, because if you buy, you will see here vegetables and fruits, and also meat is quite expensive. So yes, sometimes it's easier to go to a restaurant and eat there.
Another question is, how should I maintain the relationship with my professor from a student?
Okay. Always be nice. Korean people, they really like, you will see there is a teacher day also, so you have to get in May, I think it's in May. So it's always nice to give some, they like to get some candies sometimes, or little, always you need to be respectful, so always good morning or good afternoon, always hello, always in Korean, of course, always say hello, always say goodbye, always, if you can bow respectfully like that. It's very important for you to get noticed, so that the teacher said, oh, this one is he is attentive to my lecture, and I think he's a good student. So yes, just be nice. As always, as all the people here, you have to be nice and respectful, and this, how to be it, you have to know about the culture, and which is very important. We have in Korea a lot of discipline and respect for each other. So just respect people, and they will be happy, and they will like you.
Okay, Elsa, the very last question for today's session is, for international students in South Korea?
Okay, as I told you before, for me, what I did is before getting I got an insurance in France. Okay, so that when I come here, when I was getting sick here in Korea, I just had to go to the hospital, get the receipt, and then send it back to France, and they were giving back the money. Okay, so maybe it's a way that you can get your money back if you had a flu or some kind of stuff, or you need a vaccine or whatever you need. They will send you the money back. Okay, the health care here is very good. You can go anywhere. You can go. Usually, I don't know how it is in Bangladesh, but here we have hospital everywhere. So you just have to choose where you want to go and keep with the same one. And always, again, be nice to the people that attends you, and you will be well attended and well helped.
All right, Elsa, it's really heartwarming that you have given almost more than 1 hour.
It's okay. My
Important
pleasure.
questions of the students and providing necessary information for them. And
I hope it
am
helps.
pretty sure, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that students can really work on these informations, and they are now motivated to study in South Korea.
Me
And
too.
hopefully we can see them again on the 28th of April for our
Yes.
next seminar. Okay, would you like to announce about that issue again? The second seminar,
Yes, of course.
please.
I will read it back again because, yes, there will be an online information session about the Department of Industrial Safety and Health at the Catholic University on April 28th at 6 p.m. Bangladesh time at Yen Education Agency. So yes, we look forward for your active participation.
Yes, so hope to see most of them in the next semester maybe. And
Yes.
maybe, Elsa, I haven't shared, in the rush of time, I am staying at Daejeon, and maybe you are in Busan. So
Yes.
if I visit Busan ever, I will definitely try to see you in
I will
person.
be a pleasure.
And same to you, vice versa. If you visit Daejeon, don't hesitate to see me in person in Chungnam National University. As
Oh,
I'm
thank
studying
you.
there.
I'll be glad.
Right, yeah, sure. So
Okay.
I think this is how we can conclude today's session, actually.
Okay.
And students will have more questions when we will upload the recorded version of the live. And
Okay.
we will answer from our page, I think. So this is how we can say a nice goodbye to today's session. And any last word from you?
Well, it was nice to meet you all, even if I didn't see your face. But I really hope that everyone is okay and with no worries about coming to Korea. Everything is going to be fine. Don't worry about anything. And yes, I will be glad to share also the Kakao Talk group chat if you need it, so that you can get information over there if you need help also. So once you come, just I'll let Mr. Director about this group chat.
My name is Hasan, okay?
Okay, Alvin, I'm sorry. I didn't know your name.
No problem.
Yes.
Elsa, so yes, some of the students were asking that if we can get connected with Miss Elsa for further questions in future. So, okay, maybe a group chat communication can be helpful for that.
No
Kakao
problem.
Talk. Yeah.
I can help. No problem. My pleasure.
Sure. Okay, students, I think so. If you can install Kakao in your device, and if you can get added to the chat group. I think you can ask your future prospective questions, and definitely Elsa will gladly share her opinion or expertise on your questions. Or if you have more questions, I will also be there to help you all. So thank you again, Elsa, for having
Thank you.
such a nice time, and considering the Bangladesh time, since it is almost it's more than 10 in South Korea, but it's
Yes.
7 in Bangladesh.
Oh.
That's really nice of you to take
Right.
this little bit paid.
I know, it's okay. It was nice.
Yeah, I told that you are a nice person. That is why. All right,
Thank
so
you.
I think we can see each other around in this kind of informative sessions if we can arrange and manage the times mutually in future.
Yes.
And with that hope, I think we can conclude today's session.
Okay.
And yes, so we can just wrap it up here, and definitely having some hope to get some good feedback for the next meeting on 28th April. And students
Okay.
will get a good benefit and advantage of skipping the IELTS exam and enrolling for the bachelor program in University of Safety and Health. So hoping for the best together. See you everyone, and also say
Goodbye,
thank
everyone.
you from both of
Thank
us.
you.
Goodbye, and yes, kamsahamnida once again.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, bye.